interesting matches lined up yesterday. Arsenal against all defeating Real Madrid 3-0 in what happened on the carpet, the Emirates Stadium. Those are what we live for in the night on nights like this in the UEFA Champions Night League. Sorry, a game and football match where happenings, miracles happened just like what we saw yesterday. And also Inter Milan defeating Bayern Munich right there in Germany 2-1. And tonight we have the interesting one also, Barcelona against German opponents.
Yes, I saw something like that. I would have expected Madrid to score a goal. It would have been a perfect expectation if it ended 3-1. However, 3-0 was better. Just a few days before then, we talked about the match, and I said, look, my prayers are Arsenal should get ahead by this margin so that it will be a very tough encounter at the Bernabeu, and it will be very interesting too. It was going to be blood and fire and everything out there. But Arsenal actually got lucky. I'm not going to say they got lucky, but because they played really well. But the Clarice's free kicks that went in, I would say, they got lucky because this is a guy that never scored free kicks before. And then it was at that encounter he discovered a brace of free kick.
Yes, that transfer goal. Barcelona coming very close, asking all the right questions. The answers to those questions keep eluding them in the opening 7 minutes of this encounter. They could have gone 3 goals. There's a chance for Barcelona to find themselves in the box. There's a chance for them. Good defensive work there from the Borussia Dortmund defender.
They actually beat Barca on the offside tackle. Of course, Arsenal is rocking. Abi?
Yeah.
I think Arsenal is on a roll now, but they're still not as good as this Barca.
Age doesn't matter, really matters in football these days. Yes, Barcelona! The first goal, offside, not going to be an offside call.
No.
Goal for Barcelona, way to start this encounter. That would have also been a goal for, Rafinha. Even if that was Kubasi who put the leg on it, if I'm not mistaken. Yes,
I think Kubasi with the header.
Was it Kubasi with the header or Kubasi with the last touch?
No, I think it was Kubasi with the dive.
Yeah, let's say we got that goal.
I just hope it wasn't offside.
Barcelona with the first goal in tonight. That goal stands for Barcelona, and that is the confirmation.
The goal stands.
Yes, stands. The goal for Barcelona, a goal for Rafinha. So it's Rafinha who
Visca Barça.
The well-deserved goal for Barcelona there.
Yeah.
I'm turned on all the attacking powers into a goal in this encounter. That is what really matters in a game of football. Out in life in this one. Atson with the ball there, comes forward, sends it straight onto the path of Karim Adeyemi, but that will be getting straight into the German international. And still the Germans who are coming out right now looking to get an immediate response against Barcelona, who will turn the fence into attack right now. A counter attack for Barcelona.
What kind of pass was that now?
For the Barcelona
he kicked that with his weak foot, though.
And that is going to be going straight into the hands of
that was a terrible pass from
the goalkeeper, who has been beaten once.
Very terrible pass
by Barcelona.
I think probably
there's a chance for Barcelona. War it is in shots there. From the evergreen striker there, Lewandowski. That is what he can actually offer you. Go out of nothing. Look at that teasing shot.
At least
that would have been a worthy goal from Robert Lewandowski. I guess his former side, Borussia Dortmund. The goal we're staying in the UEFA Champions League. Don't forget, Arsenal got a famous victory over Real Madrid. Sorry, not Barcelona. Got a famous victory over Real Madrid yesterday. 3-0 it ended in the UEFA Champions League. So one leg into the semi-finals of the UEFA Champions League for the Gunners. But it's not over until it's over. I still feel Real Madrid can still do a comeback and defeat Arsenal 6-0 in the second. Favor is goal from Borussia Dortmund in this one. I really want to see Borussia Dortmund get one goal against this Barcelona side in this game.
God forbid.
Okay.
Well, with all due respect to Araujo, I think on his day Araujo is also a good player, and I feel a fit Araujo, he really offers one thing. I think why I think Araujo Inigo Martinez might probably not really work out is when you look at Kubasi, he looks more reserved in terms of and composed compared to Inigo Martinez and Araujo. These are players that they really want to be up. They want aggressive. Yes, so I think that's why both players it has been left out that both players really have to compete for who will start. Kubasi looks like the favorite. He looks like the prince in that defensive line setup. He's just like a short starter week in week out. So I think probably when you look at Inigo Martinez, age 35, I think Araujo come next season this season he was injured. and he had issues when he was like he wants to leave and everything. So now that all that is left out, is already in the past. I think come next season, looking at Inigo Martinez age-wise and the matches, the way games are coming in and out right now, I think Araujo is probably going to have a much
as most Barcelona will attack. Lamine Yamal with the ball there. Beautiful piece of skill from the young Spanish international. And it's easy cross into the box. Touch through second goal. Eye on it. And that is straight into the back of the net. And that is the second goal for Barcelona.
I thought Lewandowski lost that.
How did he lose that? That was actually a good assist from Lewandowski. And that is the second goal for Barcelona. A good assist from
Lewandowski or Rafinha?
Rafinha, sorry. It was Rafinha with the first header. And Lewandowski with the
this is what we need. Get that second goal, then think of the third.
What a way to start the second half. And this is typical Barcelona.
And you know, this is the part where I get to say, I told you so. You never get to see Levan until he puts it behind the lines.
But we thought that was outside the outside. We'll clear their lines halfway. Barcelona almost regaining possession. Referee allows players to continue. Says that was a fair challenge. Media will pursue this, but Chesney is out of his box for Barcelona. And it's not there for Barcelona. Barça. His teammates Alejandro Bade. Still Barcelona making football easy right here. And looking at the way the ball, the way they play it beautifully and send it playing sexy football against the
Odegaard will be lost in this
ball here with Lamine Yamal. Beats one, beats two, still holds on to the ball, cross into the box there.
Femi Lopez.
Chance for Femi Lopez to get his third one. But wicked deflection. The follow-up shot not going to get into the back of the net. Beautiful chances to for Barcelona. They know that they need to get this third goal before going to Germany. Barcelona with this great chance for a second goal. Femi Lopez drives it straight into the part of his team. And that is the goal.
Visca Lewandowski, Yamin Loma, Lina Lopez, Pedri.
Beautiful football. Beautiful football. Beautiful
football. Yeah, Rafinha. Why? Switches play. Yeah, but just bring chance for the fourth goal. And that is the fourth goal for Barcelona.
Lamine Yamal
for Barcelona right now.
Oh my goodness. This is football.
Sorry about that.
This is so sorry. And this is signal.
Yamal. Visca Barça. Beautiful football. Visca Barça.
Beautiful football. 303. That's I think the postal code of his
Where's Lamine Yamal?
303.
303.
That's his postal number of the city. The zip code of the city.
Not my fault. I actually have to share this studio with some Oliver Twist tonight. They always want more. About 4 goals Barcelona were able to score against Borussia Dortmund in the first leg of the UEFA Champions League quarterfinal. What a way to actually make your presence be felt in the quarterfinal and send yourself straight into the semi-final, because I don't see any comeback from Borussia Dortmund. And also PSG getting the 3-1 victory advantage against Aston Villa in the first leg. So the second leg, there's still much to play for in these two sides on Tuesday. That's about how much we can take tonight on Premier Sport Fun Center. Thanks for being with us, and from me and my production crew, it's bye for